What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into Chase Games here, and today we are looking at the next farmable A rank that's coming in the DQ7 event that we are almost definitely like 98% sure getting on the 30th. I actually had to re-record this video because, well, first of all, I forgot where to tell you to get him. Second, I did not understand the importance of this unit. He's actually a little bit better than I thought at first when you compare what we've already gotten. So we'll get to that in just a second. Okay, this is how to farm him. Okay, let's go to his page. Yeah. All right, so A rank. He's the second of the farmable A ranks. We already talked about Kiefer. And then I skipped over this the first time. I mean, I did. Anyway, he's got 3 power. He's got 3 movement. It's very rare to things just to come with 3 movement. And then he's the only thing that started with 3 and then gotten 1 more with Awakening. It doesn't really matter how you get there, but he's got 4 movement. Okay, awesome. A rank, 4 movement. Those are usually, I mean, they have to be really bad to not be, you know, good with 4 movement. I don't know why the evaluation's so low. When you put him next to page units and whatnot, he's very good. But when you look at the realm of free-to-play and budget, you're going to understand what I'm talking about. Inorganic power, inorganic martial power plus 10%. This is a martial unit. Okay, so let's scroll down slowly. Okay, he's got Kiki. This seems to be unique to him and a unit that we haven't gotten yet. I believe it increases martial strength by 1.5 times for 1 turn. So it's a 1-turn boost. It's self only. He can't apply it to anyone else. And since his ability is martial, it must be martial damage. All right, so let's go down here. And this is, I mean, this looks pretty neat, right? This must be what I'm excited about. He's got a martial fan-shaped AOE attack. Okay, not half one, it's the full one. All right, and it deals martial whoosh damage. It's probably moderate, so the damage on this probably isn't that great. The Kiki here, whatever that's going to be called, will they'll buff it a little bit, but it's 1.5 times, so it's like, it's the kind of thing where if you have nothing to do, if you're approaching, you can use this, and your next attack will be a little bit stronger. But this guy is not a damage dealer. Now, it has a movement effect. It seems to be 2 squares. Believe me, the translation gets this like completely opposite sometimes. It's not going. It says moves 2 square behind. I very much doubt that it moves Hellcrowder. By the way, I'm not going to take a minute and a half and look up what the DQ7 monster name was. Sorry, he's, I don't know. I don't recognize it. It's not a DQ7 staple. I don't know if he was in other games, but I don't have a problem with him. I'm just saying, like, I have no idea what this monster's translated name will be. So Hellcrowder is obviously more than likely a placeholder. Okay, so this I doubt that this ability moves Hellcrowder himself. So this is either pushing or pulling the enemy's hit by 2 squares. Now, with him being the role that he is, makes me want to say that it pushes, but the fact that it says vacuum collision makes me think that maybe it is, that's a translated name, but maybe it pulls. The translation kind of leans towards pulling, but I'm not sure. But here's the thing, this is the ability that you are maybe never going to want to use in most stages, but on certain stages, it's going to be godly. That's why you're going to bring this unit. The rest of the scenarios, if you're bringing this guy, it's because of his 3rd ability. Guys, he's an A rank. He's free to play, completely farmable. Okay, movement 4, and he has an AOE heal. Guys, we have a free to play A rank AOE healer. Now it's martial healing, which is something that is somewhat new to us. Now we've gotten one other A rank martial healer lately. The pastry chef, the patissier knight. So if that's a moderate martial heal, and this is a moderate martial heal, but it has a multi-heal pattern on it, and it's still Ranger 2, this is going to have the same range as multi-heal. Let me get ahead of you guys. This is 45 MP. This is not healing what multi-heal does. Okay, it's not. But if this does comparable healing to mid-heal, this is great, because, you know what, I looked it up. This is why I remade the video. Like I said, I did forget something, but this is a lot more hype than I realized at first, because you can think about all the, okay, so we've got Emperor Slime and we've got Seraphy and blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's look at what we have for A rank and lower. Okay, free to play and budget healers. We have, I just gonna have the A's and B's here. So we have Patacia Knight. I just don't even think about him as a healer. He's not even listed as a healer. He's in the debuff role, but we've got Chocolate Toss on him. Heals so they call that a major amount of HP, but it's martial. It's comparable to mid heal. Okay. Granted, wisdom is not going to matter on anything with a martial heal. It's level only, and anything that affects healing effect increases, etc. What else do we have? A rank healers. This is not a free to play or budget option, but we have. Did I get him up to level 100? Okay, we've got the Snowbird. For those that don't know this unit or remember, he's mostly a piece of crap. He is weaker. He has less wisdom than Hades Condor, the B rank that is on every single banner. He's weak. He has less wisdom than him until he gets to at least 4 awakening, possibly 5. And then he has less HP than Hades Condor. I think his defense is better, but there are a lot of situations where even if he is fully awakened, you would rather have Hades Condor. But did I mention? So that unit has mid heal. That Snowbird has mid heal. So I don't really like them. Those are the only other A options. B, you have Hades Condor, but Hades Condor has movement 4. But let's look at mine. He even has, but he's spec'd pretty well for healing. He's really he has good wisdom, but it's the mid heal cap is over 300, so he's not maxing it out, and that's with equipment on him. So his wisdom is closer to 200. You got this Orc here. He's got mid heal. His wisdom is 210. It's acceptable, and it's going to get a little bit better with rank 7. So rank 7 is going to help the healers out a lot, the mid healers. But we don't have anything with mid heal that's even close to the wisdom cap. So what I'm getting at is, depending on the strength of this AOE heal, this unit could be decent to amazing, and I'm fairly confident. I mean, the healing on this would have to be minuscule for this to not be a great option for, first of all, for a budget team, or even for players like me, whales, dolphin, day one players, etc. I follow budget guides because sometimes that's what's out there, on a hard stage that I can't follow. And these guides often need to be followed to the T. So if you like following guides, you've got to farm these free-to-play units. So there is no reason not to farm this guy up. I'm still looking at my phone. So yeah, or even aside from that, events like Sorrow's Peak, where you can only use a unit once, and you've got to take on 3 or 4 more stages. And if you need multiple healers, well, this guy is a darn good option. More than like, I don't know what his numbers look like, but it's got to be good. I will point out, I looked at this before. It is not the same heal as Trevel, the free-to-play A rank that we've got in store. It's probably the same. I don't know. I didn't look at that. I didn't look at Trevel. But it seems to be the same. I don't know if he has more or less MP cost there. Maybe they just changed the name. Sorry, I don't want to take the time to look it up now because I don't have Trevel. Sorry. But okay, so Trevel is another. Okay, so Trevel's a free-to-play healer with an AOE heal too, but he has a 1% drop rate. I don't even suggest going after him right now unless there's absolutely nothing going on in the game. So if there's an increase campaign or an event or anything like that, don't go farm a 1% drop rate unit. Trevel is good, but I think this guy's better. Remember, he's got 4 move. What this says is that there's very few, when they say with range means AoE. So there's very few AoE healers. That's obvious. Yeah, so he's just saying he's not for damage. That's fairly obvious. He resists Frizz and Zam. Hopefully you're not taking hits with this guy, but those are good resistances. And the 3rd and 5th perk will increase his healing. Keep in mind that that is the only thing that's going to increase his healing. Remember, wisdom doesn't matter for this guy. attack doesn't matter for this guy other than a basic auto, basic attack, which you're not going to do. So yeah, and then he's weak to crack and bang. Could be worse. This is not an arena unit. Don't bring this to arena. Maybe for low heal weeks if you want a healer, but it's you just generally never want a healer. But he is move 4. If his wisdom score is salvageable, maybe you could put, I don't know, crackle, sizzle, something on him. Sorry, they didn't put his stats here, so I don't know if he has a competent wisdom score or anything like that. But well, actually, I mean, he's got that breath attack. If that is a pull move, he actually may be a great arena unit. It's hard to say, guys. He's probably going to be fragile, so like using him to pull things, if that's how it works, probably isn't what you want to do. But let's see. I remembered this time where to farm him. Okay, there's going to be, I'm going to call it a tower. You know, the event stage area. We're going to have 2 of them, I think. And he's going to be, if you remember, you guys were here for DQ2, right? Hopefully not too many people started last week. DQ2, the Around the World area, we're going to get one that looks just like that, and one of them is going to farm him. So you got normal, hard, very hard once again, and very hard is going to be the best place to farm. Hard is half the stamina, well, just barely more than half the stamina, and half the chance, but for your sanity, I would imagine you'd want to farm on very hard. And I don't know what muddy here is. I don't know if that matters. That gold or I don't know. It doesn't seem to be coins unless it's a multiplier. Anywho, that's all. So yeah, you definitely want to get this guy up to. I mean, with free-to-play units, at least Awaken 4. He's good enough that you should go for Awaken 5, but what are you getting with Awaken 5? You're getting a little bit more defense, you're getting a little bit more HP, and then you're getting that 5% perk because the stats do not affect his healing or his breath damage, so you're not getting as much out of his 5th Awakening as you can in some other units, but he's good enough that you should do it. You should do it. And that seems to be the enemies there. You bring some Frizz units, some Bang, whatever. I'm sure it's not going to be that hard to farm him. So, once again, farm this unit in the DQ7 event. Good luck with them, guys. And like, subscribe, comment. I'm good with answering comments. Join the Discord link in the description. And if you want to see some scout videos, patreon.com/chasegames. Link in the description. Good luck, guys. Looking forward to this event. Hope you are too.